He huaka'i no iano na haumana I ho'ea mai I kaminaka I nā kau haule lau pākahi. Pilina ia nā hoa me ka minowaka ana. Nā kumu me ka ho'olono, nā pua e mohala a'e I holomua ka wa'a.
I think one of the ones that means the most to me, it was said by Kamehameha the Great to his soldiers before battle. And the saying goes, I mua e nā poki'i a ino I ka wai awa a he mea e hope mai ai. So what he's saying is, to his warriors, who he considered his brothers, is move forward, my brothers, and drink the bitter waters. When he was saying this, he did it to inspire strength and courage in them because they were afraid of battle. But what he wanted them to know is that if they pushed forward, they would move on to victory.
There's a proverb that goes, ho'okahi hoi, ho'okahi holo, ho'okahi pai, ho'okahi wa'a, he ohana, which means ho'okahi, one stroke on that paddle, one traveled journey, one landing, one canoe, a family.
Pehea kākou e ho'omākaukau ai no ka huaka'i, he ho'omaka mai ka'i ka ike o lākou.
The Native Hawaiians had a very unique and prosperous and sophisticated cultural, economic, social system prior to contact. I think there are a lot of values that allowed Native Hawaiians to be sustainable and thriving before contact that we could perpetuate in life and in our curriculum today.
The Hawaiian value that really I find is the most important, not only aloha, but I feel it's the history that really defines what being Hawaiian is.
Being Hawaiian at Chaminade University, I feel, is really special. I would say that my favorite Hawaiian value would be the value that our culture puts on a collectivist type of culture. It's very ohana-based, very family, very community-based.
He Hawaii au ma'ane'i o kaminaka ha'heo no wau. Being Hawaiian here at Chaminade, I'm very proud of that.
A o he ike I ka ala I mua o. Alaka'i nā moemoea ia mākou ma nā alehele hou, no ka hapanui o kākou, he mea hou e ike ole, ia ka ala o ke kula nui.
The Office of Native Hawaiian Partnerships does a lot. Here at Chaminade, we have available scholarships for Native Hawaiian students. We have the opportunity to receive up to 50% tuition discount.
Been given the opportunity to pursue and further my education, and that's only been possible through scholarships that Chaminade has offered to Native Hawaiian students, and that's pretty much the only way I've been able to put myself through school.
To be one of 3 Native Hawaiian faculty here at Chaminade puts me in a great position to be able to be a role model. If I couldn't see someone like me in that role, maybe I would not have thought about that. It's more about mentoring them to make sure that they're striving for excellence.
Ho'oi kaika ia ke ia ala me ka pilina a me ke kokua o ka ohana kaminaka. A o ia ke ano o ka na'au mai ke ikaika o ka lehu a me ka ikaika o ke kino. A o he mea ku ho'okahi.
Being able to connect with other people who are Hawaiian makes me more in tune with who I am. And being able to learn about the different cultures here and how they're so similar to the Hawaiian culture, it's kind of like we're all connected in some way, but being Hawaiian is just a form of identity for me.
It's definitely been a journey, and if you look at the metaphor of a canoe, they have different positions. You have seat 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and at the back end of the canoe, you have the steersman. And so, in that regards, I feel that Professor Henry Gomes was my steersman.
Hapai ia nā lākou kaupalena o iai pōkole ke kula a pālena ole ke ola. He huaka'i hiwa ki ia manawa kupono.
I would like to see Chaminade open up a lot more Hawaiian programs and programs for Hawaiian students.
One thing that I think would be awesome is if Chaminade could build a Native Hawaiian Learning Center. Right now, Chaminade University, we have the basic Hawaiian language, which is 101 and 102. We have Hawaiian history, and we have Hawaiian oral and religious traditions, but we don't have a thriving Hawaiian department. And I think that's the next step for Chaminade University.
E like me nā ano a pau ka hanua, he alaka'i ko ka wa'a. A like pū no me nā alaka'i a e, ke kali paha nei oi I kou manawa kupono.
It's so awesome that we can come together in a place and share with other Native Hawaiians that going to college is possible. There's people that want to help and there's opportunities available for you and resources.
I'm in the canoe, I'm paddling, I'm going forward, and I'm seeing all these different things along the way. And there's bumps and there's waves, but I'm still pushing forward, trusting my guide that he's going to lead me in the right direction.
The canoe, everybody has a role. We all navigate to the same place.
I want to follow in Uncle Henry's footsteps because he was a leader, and now I feel like it's my turn to step up and be a leader as well. But if no one's willing to step up to the plate and lead everyone, then we have no direction. And where are we gonna go if no one knows where we're going?
I nā ʻaʻohe i ke kūpono o ke ala i mua, he ike ko kākou. A oi anō nā kanaka e hulu pū me kākou. He mea ki ia e hoʻomākaukau ai a kākou no ka huakaʻi.
Olelo no ea from our kupuna, which are our ancestors. It's a wise saying, and it goes, he aliʻi ka ʻaina, he kawa ke kanaka, which means the land is chief and we the people are its servants, and that has been my calling, to protect this land that we call home, and hopefully it'll be a place that my children can come back to and be able to enjoy the same rivers and the beaches that I did growing up.
No nā mea I mua a I hope, e mālama ia ka wa'a me ka ikaika e holumua